All right, we are live. New stuff. You saw the countdown there. We're going to talk about some of the new prospect lists we have been seeing that have come out from examples like Fangraphs, Kiley McDaniel, and Keith Law. So we're going to go right to that. And of course, I got feedback myself. Can't do that. We're going to go right to those lists right now. So right now we're going to go, and I did some new tech. So let's see how this all works for us. Here we go with these new prospect lists. So let's see how this all works out. So here we go. Let's see. So you can see for Kiley McDaniel, working from front to back, Josue DePaula is his number one Dodger prospect. Surprise. Where would you have learned about him? Other than Josh Thomas, I think I was one of the main ones on that guy. Number 2, Dalton Rushing. Number 3, Dalton Cartaya. Good to see him still considered well. Nick Frasso, 4. Andy Paez, 5. And I'm all over that one. I think that's going to be huge. He is going to have a huge year. And I think he's going to make his debut this year. River Ryan at 6. Yoendry Vargas. Again, don't be surprised with that one. Here's another one. I guess Josh Thomas on this guy. Eduardo Quintero. Then we got Osvaldo Osvario. I'm having trouble reading it. I'm sorry, folks. My goodness. I got to get my other glasses on. Here we go. Osvaldo Osario. I hope I got it right. And then Justin Robleski. I like it a lot. And then the top 10 list from the top 100 list from Keith Law. So you can see the Dodger Blue guys broke that. So that means we can talk about it without violating anything there. And so with Keith Law, I'm going to go from the bottom. Number 99 was Tehran Lorenzo. Hopefully you caught Dodgers Daily interview with him, featuring our own Trinidad Loaiza, who did the translation for him. Gavin Stone at 95, Dalton Rushing at 86, River Ryan at 33, and Josue DePaula at number 25. I tell you, watch out for that guy. He's going to start showing up on a lot more lists. That is for sure. Fangraphs, they have in their top 100 for the Dodgers. It's a little bit different. Working from the top, we'll go River Ryan at 19, Dalton Rushing at 16, Cartaya at 68, Lorenzo at 72, Kyle Hurt finally. Why isn't that guy in all these top 100 lists? It's amazing because I think he's going to be a huge Dodger. And Yoendry Vargas, how about that? And then on all the prospect things, Keith Law still has the Dodgers in the top 3. And so we're going to go through this. No longer atop the list, but still strong and deep. The Dodgers just keep turning. Well, not lead into gold, but something near gold. And near gold into gold. Picking up River Ryan in a trade. Yes, thank you, A.J. Preller. You are my favorite. And Peyton Martin late in the draft and developing them both into high-end starting pitching prospects in a year. The Dodgers also remain one of the leaders at finding talent on the international free agent market, even beyond their few signings with a lot of very toolsy and or predictable guys on their backfields every spring, one of whom might turn to the next, Josue DePaula. They did see their best prospect from last year, Diego Cartaya, flop in his Double-A debut and look bad doing it, raising questions about the field of hit and the catching. Although one player dropping doesn't destroy a farm system, they remain in good position to swing a big trade when they need to. We've talked about that. And wisely add another promising arm, Jackson Ferris, in the Michael Busch trade to keep their pitching pipeline rolling. And that is from The Athletic, Keith Law, let's see. So that was Stool Sports Dude who did that. And then you can see, again, there's River Ryan. So, and River Ryan did make this cover. Holy smokes, we have a super chat already. Thank you, Vincent Paredes. So that is the top one, the guys in the top 100. There's going to be more lists coming, right? So we're going to have, let me get the right glasses on here. We're going to have the what's it called? The big prospect list coming up soon. That'll be by the MLB pipeline. And then I love the Fangraphs one. It's going to come up. It's going to be 47 or 51 or whatever it is. So I'm excited about that. Let's go to the chat for a bit. Victor Paredes, if you have anything you want to ask, please say it. There he is. Caught you live. Thank you for coming on. If you got any questions, please let me know. You go to top of the list. Showtime LA, what's up, Tim? And Showtime LA, I am making this person a moderator. So watch out. Keep Showtime LA happy. Put you all on timeout. No, we haven't had any problems like that. Mr. John Rod, good to see you. Jason Cerruti. Let's see. Mikey with I should put that on the sound page. Mr. John Rod, yeah, we're going to talk about Mr. Yamamoto in a minute. I really like him. Victor, again, thank you for hanging out. Glad you could catch us live. It was a kind of a late thing. I was actually talking with Trinidad. Let's see. And then, I was talking with Trinidad, and we were just talking about spring training and how crazy things are. Yeah, thumbs ups are appreciated. I know this is, I didn't really give you guys much notification. I did say, well, I did leave if you guys look at those community things, I did do a little post about that. Let's see. Victor is a big boss. Oh, yeah, okay. Good evening, Javier. All right. Okay, so let's, I want to go and do a quick segment also on Yamamoto. I'm going to use this one for later. So I'm going to do, this new page thing. Not that one, this one. And so I'm going to get my notes ready to go, and I'm going to do it for just a few minutes, and then we'll come back to it. We'll come back to the chat. But I wanted to go through what was talked about yesterday. I'm sure you've all seen the video. I'm not going to re-show the video. I'm just going to go through some quotes that I thought were important. And then, I would really like to see what your thoughts on what you saw. We already see the one thing there talking about, seems like he's worth the dollars. Yeah, let's talk about that. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. All right, we're going to talk about Yoshinobu Yamamoto and his big spring training debut against hitters like Freddie Freeman, Mookie Betts, Max Muncy, Manny Margot, and Jason Hayward. And let's be straight up and honest, he did draw a ton of rave reviews in his first showing. Remember, he's only 25 years old. He did throw 28 pitches in facing those batters. My understanding is Jason Hayward didn't swing at any. He just looked at them, said they were all strikes at the bottom of the zone. Was impressed with what he saw. So let's talk about what some people said. Freddie had a lot of things to say. So Freddie Freeman says the command of the stuff, that's all there, okay? But to have all the eyes, all the hype, his first live BP, everyone's watching. For him to go out there and do what he did today is very impressive. Freddie noted how difficult it is to pick up his pitches because his delivery is unique. So that's cool. The mixes of pause and head turns in his motion complicated his ability to read what might be coming his way and impacted his ability to time up his swing. So those are good things. That's all part of pitching, right? One of the things that like Clayton Kershaw does. What does he do? He has that little pause, right? In between, he's going up. He comes up, then he does that. Right before he's going to go forward, he stops and then moves forward. It's a timing thing. Hitting's all about timing. You can, these major league hitters, they could time a guy throwing 110 miles an hour. But if they know that, okay, wait a minute. What if there's curveball? What if there's this? And then there's this herky-jerky thing that not other guys do. All of a sudden, you got something going on there. And so continuing with Freddie, it's things you're not used to facing. Then for him to put the ball where he wants it and hit any quadrant, there's just a lot of moving parts. A lot of guys are going to have trouble early on getting used to that. So that is cool. And Doc said, I think he's going to doing a great job of getting comfortable in our environment. That's the thing, right? This guy's from Japan. It's his first time really hanging out in the United States for a long period of time, which can be months and months and months. Getting comfortable in our environment with the Dodgers and starting to learn players' names. Doc continued. I think that's a really big, important piece too. I think that when you see Yoshi walk around, he's very focused on his work, but he's also smiling when he's not working. I mean, he was at that chicken wings thing, where they were doing that chicken wing contest, and props to Miggy Rojas for his work in bringing that to the masses. Shohei was there, and, a big team thing, and they were just having a really good time. And then Yoshi himself says, I felt pretty good, and it was good. And now this is through a translator, that felt pretty good, and it was good for me to have the opportunity to face the actual hitters. Yamamoto said, I think this is not the best yet, and I'm going to keep adjusting with what I need to, and it's going to keep getting better. Holy smokes, good. So that's the guy, right? That's $325 million for a guy that's never thrown a pitch in Major League Baseball. They're that confident in him. I love it. To be honest, I was, as you can know, I went back and forth on this stuff. And so that way, that's one of those things where, I went back and forth. I'm glad that, that maybe I'm a little bit wrong on that. I'm good with that. I'm going to actually move my camera picture down because I want the scrolling to be ahead of me. Let's see if that works. There we go. Guess that works. All right, I'm trying to get this all working again. You have new formats and stuff. But yeah, I'm excited for it. So let's go to the chat a little bit more. What is the timetable of Walker Buehler? We're waiting. Craig Osterberg, good to see you. Every video I've seen, Margot looks like a dead man walking, like he knows something. He knows he's not a regular right now, so that's a first time for him in a while. So he's got to deal with that. I haven't really seen much of him. Who's starting on Thursday? It's going to be probably some non-roster inviter. I'm hoping for like a River Ryan. Let's see River Ryan out there. If Ohtani isn't playing Thursday, when do you think we'll see him? That is a great question. And I know it's going to be disappointing to people that have tickets. People I know bought tickets with that in mind, that they would be getting to see Shohei Ohtani. Now, he'll be around, but, he's not going to be at the ballpark. He's not going to be in the lineup. We don't know when. I mean, he still hasn't hit live BP against real pitching. So that's just one of those things that you got to deal with, and just know that that's the way things are going to be for a little bit. He is coming back from an injury. I got to center this. This is terrible. Oh. Let's see. That wasn't it. Edit, undo. There we go. Let's see. No, come on, Tim. Sorry about this, folks. Again, I've been farting around. I want to get this nice and centered-ish. We'll go with that. Make it a little bit bigger. My big old fat head. I'm not Bochy size, so I'm getting there. Let's see. Okay, here we go. You asked Kate. Okay, Showtime LA asked Casey this: do you believe DePaula, Bruns, and Chung are the big three of the future, and what are the ETAs respectively? And then you asked, how confident are you that we can get Sasaki? Okay, let's go to the first one. Okay, I still think it's DePaula, Yoender Vargas, and Bruns, but Chung is an interesting one. I'm excited to see what he brings to the Dodgers, and so let's see. I need to. Sorry about this. A little bit more. Nope, wrong button. There we go. Okay. How's that look, folks? I'm trying. I like to experiment. You can see I got the ticker. Hope you guys think that's something. I'll put more into it. I'm thinking about actually taking the top lettering out, the Dodgers 2080 experience, because now it's in the, and I got to spell things correctly. That would be even better. Let's see. Experience. There we go. That's the thing. I can go mess with the text. Yeah, come on, Tim. Sorry about this, folks. I'm trying. Let's see. Checking with the other glasses. Yeah, okay. It should be good now. There we go. Cool. So those are my guys. So I think DePaula has an outside chance of making it to AA at the end of the year. I think Bruns needs that, just kind of that one, needs to get there a little bit more with the command. That's going to hold him back. That is what's going to hold him back. So let's hope that he can get there, because I'm a big believer in Maddox Bruns. I think y'all know that. And I think I'm a big believer in him as a human and everything else. So yeah, I'm hopeful there. And then Chung is really interesting. That he's so big. He is, what is it, 20? So we're gonna get a good feel for him this year. He's hopefully should spend some time at Rancho. I'm hopeful of that. Sounds like the Arizona Cactus League, the ACL, is starting early and ending earlier, so that'll be bad for the draftees. But it'll be good for some of these guys like Yoander Vargas and Chung. So very excited about him. So he could get in that list of what I consider what I guess. It's 100% a guess that is the Dodgers' top prospects according to them. But Chung's a good one. Javier, you're raising your daughter correct. Did she have any Shohei swag yet? It's starting to come out. There's some in San Diego. I actually got a jersey today. It's a replica, but it's a 2023, so it has it's still got the old style, and it has the numbers in the front, so it's a Shohei jersey. It's a medium, so it didn't even fit me. Just collecting it, or if I ever get down to a medium, that'd be great. I don't know, that'd be great. Yeah, they haven't really brought up or focused on Margot at all. I know, yeah. And okay, let's go back to Shote. There's Shokai. There's Showtime. Remember, Shokai is Joe Kelly's fourth child. Tim, how confident are you that they can get Sasaki? I expect the Mets to push hard for him. So the good thing is it's not a money issue. Where does he want to play? Does he want to play with Senga, which is a possibility, or does he want to play with Shohei Ohtani and Yoshinobu Yamamoto? I think that's where it's coming. Oh, okay, not yet, but it's coming. Very good, Javier. Good man. Yeah, even down in San Diego, there's plenty of Shohei things. I better say Showtime, Shokai, all that stuff. Yeah, medium right now on half my body. Yeah, I know. On one leg of me. Yeah, it's just one of those things, right? It's just one of those things. We gotta keep getting in a little better shape. I did not eat well this weekend. I was pretty bad. We sometimes get into food here, and I'm gonna make a recommendation. The Nothing Bundt cake they have a Reese's thing, and it's really good. It's really good. Highly recommend it. And then C's Candy has their mint dark chocolate mallow. It again, super good. I'm trying to get this microphone up a little higher. It keeps dropping down on me. Come on, man. There we go. Well, so the thing is, Showtime, that with Senga, he's not going to be the star. I mean, he's going to be right up there, but Senga's good, right? He's already good. And the question, and it's a good question, but it's a legit question. What does he want to be a star on his own? Which is, hey, you know what? To each his own. Or does he want to join the already legendary team that might be doing some really cool things? Because if you're on a team like the Dodgers, and let's say the Dodgers go on a nice run, a big run, and they win, 3 World Series in the next few years, they all of a sudden that's a dynasty. And those guys on a dynasty always get a little extra in terms of love, in terms of like Hall of Fame, things like that. So that's a really good question, though. Suspenders solve most of our problems. I have never worn suspenders. I've never worn them, or probably. Well, wait, no. I bet I did. Yeah, I must have on a tuxedo at one time, but regular never. Yeah, I probably should. Yeah. So I think those are just legit questions, and the thing is, we're not gonna know. We'll never even know when he signs, because if if he wants to come so quickly, I gotta think it's the Dodgers, that he wants to be on this team and get on here as soon as possible before all the other places, all the spots in the rotation get taken. I just think he wants to be there. That's my guess. Did you guys see the way the younger Vars? I hope he's legit. I'm not sure. It's just my guess. He was, one of their top international prospects, and he's very highly ranked. So we'll see. We'll see. Do you guys see the countdown thing? Let me know what, thoughts on those things. Some of the changes that you see on the channel. We said just trying to make things a little bit different, a little bit better. Eventually, I don't know. Pretty soon I'll change the backdrop. I like this one though. It stands out right. It kind of works. I know it's from the first decade of this century. But yeah, we'll maybe get a newer one. We'll see. And then let me know, folks, your spring training things. Let me know your thoughts. We had Dodger Danny, who's from Dodgers fan page, and then we had Ram and Josh from Dodgers Explicit. I'm doing a little bit more reaching out. I'm going to be reaching out to some other folks. Probably some you guys can guess. I need to reach out to them over the next few days. Starting to get more confident in my tech, so that's good. When your tech's unreliable, you don't want to really schedule stuff, because then those don't work out very well. Great question. Should there be any concerns about Ohtani not doing the live BP? No, I'm not going to worry yet. Maybe he felt a little something, or maybe he's just he definitely dances to his own drum. That's something we just need to understand, and so maybe he wasn't feeling it, or I don't know. Maybe just didn't, maybe he just wasn't feeling it. He's gonna know. He's gonna know that everyone's watching him, and it's too. I think he would have done it though, if Lance Lynn would have been throwing BP. Because that would show better. But bump. I'll just give it this one. Back. All right. So the um the spring training stuff is insane. Yeah, we're talking with my guy Trinidad, just going, hey, what can you do out there and all that, because it's insane what's going on. Just so much out there. Everyone wants to be there. I'd like to just be there in the atmosphere. Yeah, 480 dead center. I know. Yeah, let Otani rehab on his own time. Exactly. We can stick. We can do all sorts of stuff, right? Yeah, it's a long season. We just want everyone healthy in October. I think that's where it's at, right, Mikey? Yeah, he just gotta. He'll be ready. I just I don't want people to be disappointed if he's not in the lineup on opening day. I talked about that, then I went back on it. So I don't know. Um, put it this way, I'm not gonna. I want to go to opening day. If Yamamoto's pitching, I'll be there. Probably. If if Otani is not in the lineup, but Yamamoto's pitching, I'm probably still gonna go. If Otani's not in the lineup and Yamamoto's not pitching, and maybe I'll wait. We'll see. I don't know. Just as things get closer, you get the fever, right? It's Dodger fever, Dodgers fever. Catch it, and it's very contagious right now. But it's one of the best sicknesses you can get. Yeah. So I did some damage today buying jerseys. I did buy that Otani jersey. I bought a because I actually like it. I bought a City Connect from Mookie Betts, and that's getting the numbering put on the front. And then I bought another City Connect that I'm going to turn it into a Dodgers 80 type advertisement type, walking advertisement thing. I'll show it to you when I get it. We'll see how it turns out. I don't know what I would do if you're San Diego Padres. Your San Diego Padres got Sasaki, but they shouldn't have as much free agent money pool with them signing the top guys the last 2 years. Yeah, yeah. We know Darvish is there, but we also know Darvish is on the downside. That's where I get a little fired up, and I go, and plus Kim is going to be a free agent after the year. I think that so. Hassan Kim is a very good ball player. He's now their shortstop, as he should be. If he has another good year, dude's going to turn himself into a $30 million a year player. The Padres are going to try right now to sneak in and get him at cheap, like $15 million a year. He needs to not do that. He needs to I'm talking about as the player, as the man. He needs to not do that. Make him pay. Whoever your team is, make them pay. Get all you can. Muncy does look a little slimmer. I'm agreeing with that. Other people are noticing that too. Let's hope it's the 30, but any lost weight is good. We'll note it. We'll see it. We'll see it pretty quick. We'll see it pretty quick when he's fielding at third base, those slow rollers. What cities do I think should be on MLB expansion? Nashville, number one. And Portland would be cool. Can they sustain it? And I mean, is there enough people there for that? If the A's don't go to Vegas, Vegas got to be in that running too. But I would like Nashville. I am biased. All right, straight up. Dave Stewart, used to be my kid's coach, is trying to head up that thing to get the Nashville Stars. So I have a bias. Okay. So I'm hoping that happens. And Nashville, is doing really well. I mean, they're really growing. Memphis got too much murder going on, it sounds like, but Nashville's a nice place. It sounds like I haven't been there. They are getting it in and out, so they are now a candidate of a place to move to. But they also don't have Dodger Stadium. But if the Nashville was a National League team and played the Dodgers quite a bit, maybe someday would end up moving there. I actually have friends that are out there that have moved out there from here, and they love it. Different vibe though. It is definitely a different vibe. Um, it's yeah. I mean, go to other parts. California's its own vibe. Yeah, Oregon is a college football state. Most baseball fan are older than dirt around here. That's a bummer. I know that Kurt Russell played minor league baseball up there, right? Um, when he was in the Angels organization, the famous actor. I'm still thinking on the Discord now. My understanding, did Casey start one? Because I mean, I'd go to Casey. I'd go to Casey's if you want to. If you end up want to do Discord. I'm to be honest. My main place to go is Twitter, and well, it's Showtime. About there's a chat out there that I'm part of that I get a lot of good information. There's a lot of good folks on there. Mike Whitman's on there. Vince Sampario. I think Jeff shows up a little bit. Yeah. When are we signing Woodruff? That's a great question. I guess, did y'all see Liam Hendricks was supposed to make a decision on Thursday? He had a few teams he was looking at. But then I guess he said he's going to make a decision Thursday if he was going to sign with the team. He didn't sign with the team, so maybe he's waiting. I kind of wanted to have a shot with him. Woodruff, Hendricks. Yeah. Those are some guys that I'm interested in for sure. You live in Portland, huh, Victor? Oh, okay. We got Salem, Oregon, Portland. I have only flown over Oregon. I've never been there. Sal's in the house. Right on. Good evening. Good evening, Mike. Yeah. So, expansion. I want expansion. I want expansion. I want 32 teams. This is what I want. Okay. I want 4 divisions in each league, 4 teams each. And that way, those are the teams that go into the playoffs. No more wild card stuff. So you have 8 teams in the playoffs, and 5-game series, maybe a 7-game series in the first one. That way you get your TV. None of these stupid little 84-win teams, 80-win teams, and all that stuff. Let's see. Oh, DN Dedge Nation did Discord? Okay. Okay. Huh? I don't know, man. I think if you want to do Discord right, I believe if you really want to make it good, first of all, you got to have dedicated people, and I think one of the dedicated persons needs to be from the group. From your organization. So if one of my people wants to step up and do that, that'd be great. But yeah, there used to be a giant affiliate. Oh, okay. Hey, NS is in the house. The night is good. This kind of an after party, right? After all the weekend and everything like that. We've got baseball. I guess it's on Thursday. Get excited. Man, get really excited. It's gonna be great. I hope. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see Yamamoto pitch on the mound in a game. I want to see what he can do. Yeah. So you set up the Discord for Casey. Yeah, that's what it's like. If we have a lot of Discords, like where's the the conversations are kind of spread up. So maybe I'll join up with Casey's Discord. See what's going on there. But like I said, I'm mostly on Twitter. My time, I have to go, where am I allocated? So pictures, of course, is Instagram, videos, YouTube, chatting, and everything is on Twitter. I mean, I'm a premium on Twitter, so I'm going to hang out on there for sure. I'm trying to get my stuff going up so I can, get paid. I like getting paid. Getting paid, even if it's a little bit, it's kind of fun. Okay, good. Oh man, this is a good question, Mr. John Ron. Will you broadcast during the game on Thursday or do you work? I do work, but I might be taking some breaks. I don't know if I'll broadcast, but I'm definitely going to be grabbing highlights and things like that. We'll see. Depends on the pitching, or if when we get the lineup, maybe I'll do a real quick one just to do something. But yeah, it won't be that long because But when I'm working from home, I'm usually doing a 10, 11-hour day, and so I don't mind taking a break in there. Let's see. It is NS. It is such an exciting time to be a Dodger fan. I know. Oh, you have a new guitar coming. Tell us about it, please. My son plays guitar. He learned how to play off YouTube, and it's actually done really well with it. Tell us about the guitar. Acoustic, electric, brand. Yeah. Oh, Tommy, you're responding to. Oh, geez. Responding about the about Max Muncy at 10:15. Yeah, let's hope so. Yeah. Fender Vintage 61 Strat. Who can you hey Victor, can you name some people that would have played that type of guitar? I don't play myself. I love listening to it. I'm the worst type of critic. I don't know any of it. I just know what I like. I love great guitar riffs. Like for Eddie Van Halen, love the guy, but it's not for the solos, it's for the riffs. I love good riffs. Jimmy. All year America the gosh, did they do Horse with No Name? America? Do I have that right? I get confused a little bit with some of the early 70s. Rory Gallagher. Okay. Oh, no way. Oh, very cool. Okay. All right. Enough rock and roll for the moment. I swear I'd love to do a channel just about rock music, but you get copyright strikes left and right. A guy that I actually like is called Become the Night. I really enjoy him. He's a music snob. He's a heavy metal snob, and I like it. Okay. Dodgers X Factor candidates. Kyle Hurt. Straight up. Kyle Hurt is going to be huge this year. You're the band with no name. Oh, I love it. I love it. Okay, very good. Nice. That made me laugh. Like Les Paul. Hey, all these people, Thing about music, it's all subjective, man. Oh, Ipe's already crowd favorite. Yeah, no doubt. He was a huge favorite with the Angels fans. That's what Ryan Follow was saying. He's just a huge favorite there. So yeah, more X factors. Let's see. So yeah, okay, everyone, start. Who's your X factor for the Dodgers? So obvious not Shohei, Mookie, Freddie, Yamamoto. So there's like Daniel Hudson. There's one. Kyle Hurt is one. I think I'll throw out Blake Trinan. So Blake actually interviewed on a friend of mine's show in 2020 at Cielo Sports. That's where the charities are going this week. So my friend, I have a connection to Trinan. I got to figure that one out. I also have a connection with the same guy with Adrian Gonzalez and Darryl Strawberry. So who knows? Lux, yeah, man. Can you imagine if Lux Health? Yeah, Blake Trinan, that's right. Fire Eisen, yes. I think that's going to be huge. Let's just hope he's healthy. Yeah, because if you get Hudson, Trinan, Fire Eisen, come on. Healthy at that, you're going to be in good shape. First, and they're all different. I love that. Lance Lynn, you're back. You missed Dan. Did you hear? I heard it. I did a Lance Lynn earlier. I think you missed it. I think because Shohei didn't take, he was supposed to take live BP today, but I said he wouldn't have skipped it if Lance Lynn was throwing it. Lux, yeah, Lux is, again, I know we've all talked about this, but just think about it for a second. Gavin Lux produces, bats 280, hits 15 dongs. batting ninth. Ship it, right? We love that. That's a big deal. Yeah, I've also heard that guys like Kyle Hurt and Gavin Stone have been signing a lot at spring training. That's what I've heard. Um, so go for that if you're going to be out there. This is like I hope it's Lux's year. He deserves it. It's the guy got robbed last year. 20 dongs from Lux. Yeah, I think you're Liz. I'm going to say assume you're saying Lux. Yes, I knew it. I see. I can read mistypes because I'm a king. I'm a king of that. Let's see. You have a 92 standard Les Paul and Honey Sunburst that I've played twice. Oh, I know what those things look like. I picked it up from a whole shipment when I was a manager at Guitar Center. Nice. Five-headed monster of Phillips, Gratterall, Kelly, Fire Rising, and Trinan. Yeah. Yeah, if he does an on-base percentage of 30-50, we're in good shape, especially down there with Mookie being able to drive him in. Yeah. So Shohei's not going to play in the first game of spring training. We already know that. It's going to be a bit. I think it's going to give him at least a week. But we got so much pitching to look at. A lot of young guys are going to show up. They're going to, we'll see Miggy Vargas in left. Hopefully we see some Andy Paez. He's supposedly healthy. Everything I'm saying, he's healthy. We talked about that with the explicit guys. It's funny. YouTube put an explicit warning or like a warning on my channel or on that thing with Dodgers explicit, even though we didn't use any dirty words. Just because the word explicit. So it got fixed, but I thought that was kind of funny. Could Lux steal 20, 30 bags? Or I think they're going to be a little question about taking it a little easy on him. Do we re-sign Will Smith? I hope so, but it's not looking good. It's just not. Yeah. Oh. A signed strat from Eric Clapton. Ooh. Show me the money. I saw Eric Clapton live in 1987 and his drummer for that tour was Phil Collins from Genesis, and great solo career that he had. Yeah. Yeah, you're wasting too much time. I know you were late. You're wasting too busy hitting home runs off Lance Lynn. No kidding. Gosh. I gotta start designing the tracker. We got to design the tracker. I'm going to put it on we'll have a tracker page for it on my website. Oh man, Craig, this is a good question because this is really bad. Will any of Boris' clients sign before season opener? Man, that's a great question. I mean, we already have Matt Chapman, Blake Snell, Jordan Montgomery, and Cody Bellinger, but also like JD Martinez, right? So all these players are out there, and it just seems like I won't be convinced that Boris is screwed up until we see he screwed it up. Because maybe right now he's just trying to work on like an exit ramp. Dodgers 2080 ban. Oh man, please. Actually, my youngest, once he gets set up in his new apartment and everything, he's going to probably record some type of little background theme type thing for us too. He plays guitar. Yeah, I think you mentioned that earlier. Let's see. I play the cowbell. I play critic. Yeah, I just think Boris might be looking for an off ramp for these guys, and he's got to find a way to claim victory. So that's one of the things with certain people, like when you're at war, right? You have to find ways to get out and claim victory. Sometimes it's like when the when the United States, trying to get out of the Vietnam War, they just kind of claimed a little victory, but it really wasn't much of one because of, it fell anyway. And they've been, try to do that with whether, you're always trying to, put on that public persona that we claim victory, but it's, even if it's a hollow victory, but you claim it and you keep your reputation intact. And I think, man, Boris has to be doing some of that, or I would think, let's just take, I think the most attractive one, at least for the next 2-3 years, is Blake Snell. In my opinion, that's just an opinion. And you could say either in Montgomery too, or Belly or whatever, but he's got to have someone saying, "Hey, I'm sitting here at a number, and I'm just going to sit here at a number, and when you're ready to take it, we're going to be here for you." Let's say it's the Yankees. They say that. Let's just say they said, "Hey, it's 5/150." That's not a bad contract. That's not a bad contract at all. Chapman, I don't know. What do you give for a guy that might hit 230 and not a good 230, or not a great 230? You know what I mean? Where Max Muncy might hit 35 home runs and still have an OPS of over 800 and things like that. So Showtime says you see Acuna going back to back. Maybe, yeah, and then Ohtani winning it in 25 when he's back pitching. Oh, yeah. So that's the thing, when he's pitching, it's just all different, right? You got all that extra value. How can you, if he's having a great year at the plate and a great year on the mound, how can you give it to anyone else? It's got to be Shohei. It took Aaron Judge hitting 62 home runs to take that MVP away from him, and it's arguable that Shohei was still the MVP. Yeah. Who plays more cowbell, Bon Jovi or Rat? Well, hey Mikey, I saw them both in concert, and Rat was really good. I didn't like Bon Jovi live. I didn't like him at all. Okay, let's go back to that. Yes, can you go back to my Cartaya and Rushing comment? You can't rush Cartaya right now. He's broken at the moment. They're trying to unbreak him. Can't do that. Rushing, maybe. But I think that, it takes a long time to get these catchers developed. That's the problem. There's so much there. The thing is, though, I think they both have very high IQs. I think they're very smart people. So I think that helps them. But it takes so long to become a good major league catcher. And, you got to really come in with some serious dominance on offense to make up for some of the deficiencies you're going to have behind the plate. We saw that with Will in 2019, 2020. But it got so bad they had to have Austin Barnes catch those last parts of the World Series. Now, they don't need to do that anymore. I think Will's fine back there now. But it took a while. Who will hit the first homer on Thursday? Gavin Lux, if he starts. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's let's just call it 50-50 and going down in a bad way for Will to resign. Yeah, they could. Who knows what they're going to do? They just didn't. Yeah, it's rough. Maybe they give Hunter Fiducia some experience. I don't know, but I don't know if he's the long-term guy that they want. Lorenzo's 3 years away. Cartaya, I think, is 2 years away. Rushing's only been at high A, so he's probably at least 2 years away also. and to go, hey, they're going to start. So they would do a stopgap. They would have to do something in between there. So maybe keep the eyes open for another backup, but a more backup. Let's see. Mikey's got to go to bed. Yep. Yeah, me. I'm going to be doing that too. I'm never retiring. I put two kids all the way through college. They don't have any student loans, so that was at the cost of refinancing of the house. So I will never retire. So thanks, Mikey, for being a big contributor tonight. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, please like, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you want a super chat, I appreciate it. It is going to a charity. This is the last month it is going to charity. After that, it's going to go to the team. Oh, yeah, and hopefully Nuos fumbles the bag and Rushman is a Dodger. Yeah, Rushman. Yeah, there you go. There, now you're thinking. I like that. I still liked the idea of Gary Sanchez. I'm sorry. I like that idea because he's got a big bat and be another bat off the bench. But, Barnsley's going to be around somehow, and he needs to be. He's part of the team. He's an important part. He's a teacher. And hopefully he has a better at bats this year. But yeah, we'll see. Yeah, Smith is holding it down, but if he can leave in 2 years, and I think that's where Showtime's at. Just thinking about that, and I'm with you. I think I don't know if they want to give Will Smith going to his year 30 a 5-6 year contract. That's what it's going to take. That's why I wanted to do something now and give him more now, and just pay him 5-6 years now. If we learned anything about the Freddie Freeman deal, is that teams sometimes get screwed up when you least expect it. Yeah, no kidding. Thing is, I don't think the Braves screwed that up. I think they did that on purpose. They wanted the younger guy, and they went with it, despite the fact that that's their franchise guy. They did it, and cold-hearted business, that's for sure. That is cold. Yeah, that was I don't like it. I don't like the way they did. I don't like the way they did Freddie. Yeah. Barnes, yeah. He ate so much promise in 2017 and then just, yeah, agents can screw it up too. Yeah. So, I mean, do you guys think Boris is screwing up, or do you think he's got something going on? Oops. I need live chat, not top chat. So if I missed anything, folks, it's because it automatically defaults to top chat, not live chat. So now I've fixed that. Yeah. Yeah, Freddie Freeman. Yeah, there was some agent stuff in there. That's right. I kind of forgot about all that stuff. There was some bad communication there. It was weird. Just wasn't, yeah. Anyone interview Smith about catching Yamamoto the other day and his opinion? I didn't see anything, but I'm sure they did. And I'm sure with the Will Smith interview as exciting as can be. Oh, man. Will Smith, Mr. Excitement. Dodgers have a few of those, don't they? At least, Lux brings some personality. He's got an animated face. He's a meme-worthy face. But I like Lux as a character, it seems like. And he's out there. I think he's the kid. The media seems to like him. Just they know he's more loosey goosey. Yeah, looks bad for Boris unless he says some short AAV deals. Yeah, that's where I still think the Dodgers might get involved somewhere. Boris is washed, but I would give Belly $240 million, put Outman and Wright. Yeah, I would too. I'd do that. Yeah, I would take a chance on Belly. The thing is, Belly had a really nice year. The numbers, some of those advanced things said no, but I'd like to have Belly back just for the fact he is a Dodger. Freddie Freeman always wants to play. He does, and hopefully he doesn't play as much. He needs to sit a little bit, and so does Mookie, because it's all about October and not chasing numbers in September, which was what was going. Some of that was going on. I think hopefully they've learned that lesson that insisting that you play is in some ways a noble thing, but also can be in some ways selfish. You're there to win World Series, not play every day. And sometimes it's better to take that rest. And the Dodgers need to say, Freddie, you're sitting. And you're not sitting just once. You're going to, if once they clinch, you sit once or twice a week. Because they tried it his other way. And he wasn't ready. He wasn't ready to come. He wasn't even hitting the ball that well. And even in the year before, in September, he wasn't hitting well. That's because they're wearing out. Yeah, favorite call ever, Belly. Go ahead against the Braves. Yeah, remarkable. I still think about that. Let's be honest, sports is asking too much. Some of these guys might be taking your man. If that happens, you gotta fire him. If I was a player, I'm firing him. You can't take a year off. Take a year off, you're done. You're in real trouble. You can't take a year off. You'd have to go play in Japan or something like that. Yeah, he has to take care of his players. I think what has happened is that each of these players has some real big flaws. I'm gonna hit that in a second, Mr. John Rod. You got some really good stuff there. Let's go through it. Chapman is one of the best fielders in baseball. He's gold plus, gold glove type, over multiple times. But he's not the strongest hitter out there. He's not a $30 million hitter. Then Snell, the walks, and the fact that he's had 2 years, and Doug talks about this. He's had 2 years where he's been the Cy Young Award winner, and then the rest of those years he's not gotten a vote. I think that's telling. That's a tell. Jordan Montgomery's a late bloomer, and he's getting older too. He's the same age as Snell, I think. And then Bellinger, he's the youngest, I believe. And yeah, he should be. But his 21, 22 were disasters. 23, he bounced back. Does he bounce back with a big contract? Does he stay bounced back? Does he stay focused? Does he stay listening to his coaches? I miss Belly and Seager. Yeah. Help. You know what? I'm gonna say it. I'd still rather have Seager than getting some of these other guys, including Ohtani. Sorry. I know that Ohtani's amazing, but Seager's a Dodger, and he's also a favorite. So, okay, Mr. John Rod, stirring it up. It seems sometimes Roberts is more concerned with being their friend instead of their manager. Tell the players what they need to hear, not what they want to hear. No argument. None. The Dodgers it seems, they let the big guys dictate too much. That's what it looks like to me. And I think they need to not do that too much when it's at the expense of the team. Bellinger always seems like he has that slap hitter stroke in him to get out of the slumps. He's too in love with with his belly bombs. Last year he stuck to the more controlled swing all year. Yeah, and if he could do that, if he becomes a guy that hits 280 to 300 with his athletic ability, and with and still hitting 20 to 25, that's a really good ball player. But he could do more. There's a lot of potential. He's a lot of potential there, but that swing's always been a weird stance and everything like that. But he gets a lot out of that. Skip Schumacher will be the next Dodgers manager. He's with the Marlins, right? Yeah, Marlins. That's a interesting call. I just want to see him be a good manager. I think it's Barnesy, and I think it's not for another 5 to 8 years, let's say, because I think Doc ain't getting fired. If he didn't get fired after 2019, after 2022, he's not getting fired. Those years are what's stopping him from being a $200 million player. Yeah, right. Yeah, 21, 22 were just that. Board's taxes work only on mega superstars like Corey Seager. Yeah, he's just not. This market was infected by true stars, Otani and Yamamoto. Those are true guys that you spend the big money on. These other guys are above average to really good, but you don't know what you're getting. And I'm including Yamamoto and superstar. I think I just trust the Dodgers. If they're throwing $325 million at him, they must think he's a superstar. Where would Billy hit in the Dodger lineup? 6, something like that. I don't know, something like that. That's what I would do. 6th, 7th. Yep. Yeah, he's not. I think your top 3 is obvious. They like Muncy because he gets the walks. Smith, I think they hit Smith too high just because I don't want him being a catcher and being relied upon too much. I want him to be able to I want him to play like 3 of every 5 games. You know what I mean? And rest. Be ready for October. So my lineup today. Mookie. I'm going Shohei 2. Freddie 3. Against a left-hander, Teoscar 4. Smith 5, Muncy 6. Okay. Then I'm going to go. I like Outman 7th, but they're not going to do that. They're going to go Hayward or Margot 7th just because they're older. Then it'll be Audi 8th and Luxy 9th. Against righties, it'll still be the top 3. Then they'll probably go. I'd go Muncy, William Dilliam, then Teoscar, and then it'll be Hayward. They're yeah. Oh, I didn't see that. Okay, Dan asking about Kike. I've heard. The only thing I've seen is Angels. I'm still upset about that. I still want him. And then on the X, the Braves would have entered the conversation for Monty. Yeah, if those prices are going down, you have to go look at those things. And so a team like the Braves or the Dodgers, they need to be looking at those things. If you were to get, Montgomery on a 2-year contract or something, then you have more trade bait. When do I see the Boris client signing? Before March 15th. But I don't think they're happening. They're not all going to happen. Yeah, but in that way. Now you guys making me want to look on the X. Or I still call it Twitter. Sorry. That's what I do. I am that way. Yeah, nothing real quick that stands out. Yeah, I don't want the Braves to get Montgomery. How often will Margot play? He's gonna play a lot. Margot will play. Sometimes he'll fill in for Outman. Sometimes he'll definitely in a platoon with Hayward, and he might just get some straight up starts. CT3, he'll play plenty. CT3 is he's gonna get close to qualifying the batting title without being a starter. It's just the way it works. But count on him for getting 400 plate appearances. That's for sure. Margot, probably the same. They'll sit a lot of guys down. Hayward, they need to do that. They need to sit. Mookie needs to sit. Mookie and Freddie need to sit once every 2 weeks the whole game. Not the same game, though. Yeah, the X. Yeah. Or Twitter X or Twix. Just call it Twix. Yeah, D-Max, if you haven't heard, is going to be at spring training. Looking forward to his reports, of course. Doug brings he's the best, But I got to give credit. I think Dodgers media has been doing a really good job. I'm not kissing up. I think they've been doing a good job. I think that it's been a tough thing dealing with the Ohtani stuff. I saw a lot of people blaming, Fabian and Juan and Plunk. They're blaming them because they were wrong about Shohei. So when you're in the media, you get a schedule of stuff. You literally get a piece of paper when you go into the media room. And then what they do is they read that piece of paper and they go, "Oh, this is newsworthy. I'm going to put it on the Twitter machine." If the Dodgers change their mind later, it's not their fault. They reported what they saw. So I saw some pushback on those guys. I'm just defending because I see it. I've done this. I know exactly what they do. Except they do it really well. But that's what they do. They go, "Oh, there it is. Okay, we got these guys. This is happening. This is a schedule. Great." And of course it deviates. It always deviates. That's just the way it is. Someone's got a hangnail. Someone's got diarrhea. I don't know. Who knows? You want to spread the rumor? Shohei had diarrhea. Let's just call it. I don't know. But they just try to report those things. Yeah. For the live BP, and we can make it up that he had diarrhea. Why not? But who knows what it is, right? Or maybe he just woke up and didn't feel good. And it's like, well, the elbow, and they're not going to report yet on any tenderness of his elbow. Let's just be straight up. They're not going to report anything bad yet. But maybe he did have something, and he goes, you know what? Yeah. Clint's killing it. Clint's over 5,000 subscribers now. I'm surprised. I think it should be higher. I mean, there's a lot. We know there's a lot of good Dodger podcasters out there, but the order, the top two, and not in any order, Doug McCain and Clint Pasillas. There, in my opinion, there's no other close to those guys. There's people with maybe, quote, better takes, better knowledge, but for an all-around entertaining show that's informative. I actually like to smile when I'm when I get Clint's very, of course, very funny. Doug's just good. I enjoy what I think they're just so good at what they do, and I learn a ton from them. And yeah, I think that other people do a great job, but if I was to hire some people, that's my two guys. I'm hiring those guys. That's for sure. Yeah, shoot. But yeah, I don't think Clint was out at spring training briefly. I don't know if he's going back yet. He goes to spring training to have fun for about a week. So I don't know if he's already done that yet or he's going to do that. Which prospect has best swing? Oh, Josue DePaula, in my opinion, at least right now. Yeah, Yamamoto looks like a stud. Hope he's worth the 325. I know. It's a lot of money. D-Mac had his own agenda. Did he get another bad haircut? Yeah, see, Doug will go sometimes without a hat. I just won't do that. Well, I appreciate you saying that about Casey and I. Casey's a pro too. That guy's had announcing things. He's a real pro. Austin, man, yeah, that the young buck. Yeah, he's Austin's got a bright future. But we're gonna be getting. I got someone coming eventually that might change the game a little bit. It'll be someone new, but I think they're gonna be really good. Um, DMX should be one of the commentators. He and Jerry Harris. That would be interesting. Because I look at where would, because Doug style, if Doug grew up watching Jim Rome, you can see it. You can see it. But if you go, where does that fit? Because they had to do Jim Rome doing some different stuff at ESPN2, and it got him attacked by Jim Everett. But Jim Rome's really good at just being there talking smack. With him and Jerry Harris, I think that'd be fun. Yeah, I mean, and those guys would play well off each other, I think. In case your favorites. Oh, geez, thanks, man. Yeah, we are more laid back. Tried to be our best with what we got. Yeah, please hit the like button. Yamamoto's ERA. I'm gonna say it's gonna be. I'm gonna go for under 3. He's gonna end up having one or two really bad starts that's gonna make it go closer to 3 than to 2. But I think he's gonna be really strong. I just want him to, I just want to be ready for October. That's all I want. Yeah, only 22 likes, man. We had 278 views, man. That's not a good ratio. Making me look bad. But yeah, please hit the like button. I'd appreciate that. It doesn't hurt you. And you know what? If you feel like hitting the dislike, I'm okay with that too. But just give me your, the feedback. Put it this way: if I get a lot of dislike buttons, I'm going to try to make improvements. So, speaking of dislike, I'm disliking that it's 10:16 p.m. my time. So I need to start hitting it soon so I can get to bed. Oh, yes, ERA is lower than Garrett Cole's, yeah. Oh, pitch a no-hitter. No, you know what'll happen, right? He get pulled. He's going to get pulled. They're going to treat that $325 million arm like the biggest baby you've ever seen. And I understand it. Oh, man, don't put that out there, Showtime. Don't put it out there. Oh, Dodgers Explicit is in the house. There he is. We are good. Better to sign off pretty soon. That marathon session we had on Thursday night was probably a record. What do I think of River Ryan? I think River Ryan is a future star. And I'm so happy that he was drafted by the Padres and traded to the Dodgers for the great Matt Beatty. Takes quality to get quality. But that's what it is. And so AJ Preller, he really got it. He made us that was a tough trade had to make. He probably ripped us off, but yeah. Oh, DMAC has increased interest in Lockdown Rams. So I don't watch anything football related anymore. Record night indeed. Yeah. Hope you guys had a good time. Good. I hope it got some boost for you guys too. Really appreciate you guys coming on. That was fun. It was good. Yeah. Oh, so he's on every morning. Yeah. Doug's a big, so as you guys know, Doug does this stuff for a living. His job is media. Okay. We can do that, Trinidad. Oh, hey, it was getting late. Yeah, I know. Here we go. Stella Zoom's got it. Yamamoto, Roy, MVP, Cy Young, Gold Glove, World Series champ, World Series MVP. As long as the second to the last one happens, I'm good to go. I'm good to go. That yeah, we could do that, Trinidad. We'll just pull out the Zoom on that one. I think we could do it. Yeah. Yeah, we'll figure this out for sure. And I want to, I'd love to even do like a hit when you guys are at the stadium or something like that. Like something quick. Like a pregame or something like that. That might be fun. Or a postgame, either one. That's not I don't want to mix in, I don't want to take away from your guys' stuff that you're doing at the stadium, but that'd be cool to do. Or hopefully if I'm there sometime we could do something. Or also a Rancho, right? We need to do that Rancho thing. If we could get enough podcasters, we could probably do some type of roundtable. I bet Rancho would let us even use one of their areas. I feel like Bobby will be pretty good. We haven't God didn't. That's the first time we even said the name Bobby for Bobby Miller. Shame on us, man. We're all excited about Yamamoto. I haven't even said Glasnow. And I just said it. But yeah, Yamamoto's getting all the shine right now. But you know, Dodgers loaded. It's a good feeling. It's a really good feeling. All right. Speaking of being loaded, well, I'm not, and I'm only drinking. See, I'm totally lead free with my no sugar A&W, no caffeine, no nothing. Yeah, can't bobblehead night. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Bobby Ice 2.20 ERA. I like it. How do you watch Dodger baseball? What channel? I watch it because I'm down here. I watch it on the MLB at Bat app, and I watch it using Apple TV. That's what I do. Oh, Bobby's got a perfected pitch. Hey, he's got quite the arsenal. Let's be honest about that. Quite the arsenal. But I hope everyone's gonna have a good week. Gosh darn it, we get Dodger baseball. That's what we get. We get Dodger baseball Thursday. Okay, before we go, who do you think starts? I'm gonna go with River Ryan. Sometimes they always give it to some non-roster invitee. Usually it's some veteran that he's played in the big leagues before, but it's kind of a minor leaguer guy. Yeah, link up with the Ravine. Yeah, Trinidad will be there. He'll be there too. You guys should meet Trinidad. And if you need it, he can translate too. I don't know how good you guys' Spanish is. But yeah, who do you think the Dodgers would have as their Grove's a good start. I like that. Yep, at a Quakes game. Yep. Yeah, so you come down Santa Barbara, right? Come down for wherever you're at. I know you're further north. Santa something, Ventura, something like that. Yeah, we could figure. We plan it. We'd plan it in advance. I'd work with Mike Linskog, who's with the Quakes, to do that. Get a round table, then maybe have some of the group, the group be there. We could hang out afterwards and stuff like that. Yarbrough, yep. I just don't think it's gonna be Yamamoto. I don't think it's gonna be Glasnow. They might pitch later. I think it's probably with these 1 inning things. What all pitches does Bobby throw? He's kitchen sink. I thought he had 4 or 5 pitches. I know Hurt's the same way. Sheehan with a 15K game. I like that thought. Yeah, let's not forget the dude threw a 6-inning no-hitter in his debut. Good Lord. Against the Gigantes, and the Dodgers still blew that game. That was the Mookie Betts forgot how to base run for the first time in his life. Mookie's always so fundamentally perfect, and then he just had the what the heck game. It's like I think he had 2 base running errors that game. Just terrible. I don't know what happened. It just wasn't his day. despite what you think, Mookie ain't perfect. And that was not even an October game where he biffed it. But yeah. So let's get ready for Dodger baseball. Not sure what the next show is going to be, but we'll do something soon. I can only I can. So I'm not. I can't sit there and go. I can't talk about the same thing over and over. Who's the best fastball in the org, Bobby or Sheehan? I'm hearing it's Sheehan. That's what I'm hearing because it's just nasty. But don't be surprised if it doesn't turn out to be River Ryan. And it could be even someday Maddox Bronze. Was that against the Braves he had those things? Okay. All right. So let's let's end it now. But I appreciate, guys coming out. Got Mike Salas out here. Got Trinidad. Got the explicits. Got the regulars. We have 2 moderators now. One's Doom Sal, one Showtime LA. Hopefully that should be all we need. But if we get, things ever get crazy in here. Yeah, it's the average, but it's the movement that Sheehan has that they talk about. Yeah. So good stuff though. I mean, we're talking do you like a Reese's or do you like a Snickers? I mean, if we're talking about those fastballs, we're talking about you can't lose. Roki next year. Oh, say it, Norm. Say it. Tickets for string training is crazy. Yeah, I know. Yep, thanks for the hearts. Get the likes going. And yeah, so we got 300 views. I appreciate you guys. I know I did it last minute. So Thursday. We'll definitely have something. I'm thinking maybe a pregame once, maybe the lineups, and I got to make sure my schedule works out. I'm not throwing the first. Oh man, I was just throwing a real light ball with my nephew's son, who's not even 3. It's because if it hits you, it doesn't hurt you. Even that, my shoulder's about to fall off. Terrible. By the way, I gave away 3 buckets of baseball today to a friend because I'm done. My coaching career is done. Kids are long gone. I'm done. So I just moved on. But yeah, need our Dodger content for the weekend. We will have Dodger content for sure. I'm just excited. Look for the highlights. Look for all the stuff. I try not to duplicate what the other channels are doing. So if I see, certain highlights are already there, you guys go watch that. I'm not, but if there's a few where I can catch a good jump in views, I'll do it. I like it. Yeah. Post game, maybe. Yeah. Yeah. We'll do something. That's for sure. I know the thing is everyone's going to do it. So we'll figure that out. Well, not everyone, but a lot of people will. I'm sure Doug's going to do some stuff, and so it's really tough for me to compete with Doug or Clint or the Dodger Blue guys. I mean, these, they got a ton of things, and I think we all follow them. So, but we'll figure something out. Maybe that night when we have more time to think about it, more time to digest. So, with that, thank you everybody. I hope everyone had a great weekend and is getting fired up for the week. Or the grind. It is a grind. Hey, man. Looking forward, personally, I got a lot of work going on. It is a grind. It's a good grind, though. I'm very positive about the work I do. I enjoy it. And, feel free to hit me up on the community notes with ideas, as we look at these things. I'll try to keep you all up to date on the community notes also, or whatever it is. They're not community notes. Norm, that's a good point, and that is one of those things. On the active IL, I know. But I did tell you guys, right? I did see Steven Strasburg at a John Fogerty concert in November. I tried to get up to him and sit and try to get a quick pic with him, but he was gone. He was sitting like 3 or 4 rows in front. It's like, what, dude? Why are you sitting back with the pores? Why are you just sitting on the front? Yeah, much. Yeah, President's Day. I got to work at, you know. But yeah, everyone enjoy President's Day. And then yeah, we got a game on Thursday. I'm so excited, and I can't wait to watch Yamamoto pitch whenever that's going to be. So thanks everyone. As always, thank you so much. And most as always, God bless and go Dodgers.